Hi Chatterfoxes! Do you ever feel strongly about something and really want to express it? It can be difficult to express things when English is not your first language, but in this video you're going to learn one way to express yourself in English using intonation. So, to begin, intonation is either rising or falling in English, meaning going up or going down. And the intonation can communicate many different things depending on the situation. In this specific case that we're going to talk about today is when you want to make a bold statement. A statement meaning that you're not really asking for someone to question you, or you're not really asking for feedback, you just want to state something. Either something you feel, something you know, but it's a statement. It's something pretty strong. So for example, I teach teenagers. So I'm sure you can imagine that I need to make a lot of strong statements to my teenage students. One of the things that I have to say often is, if you don't do any work in my class, you're going to fail. If you don't do any work in my class, you're going to fail. If you don't do any work in my class, you're going to fail. Did you notice at the end of that strong statement that my intonation went down? That falling intonation indicates that that is a statement that's pretty strong, and I'm not really asking for a continued conversation about that topic. I'm just making a statement so that someone knows the information. Now, I'm going to say that statement again with a rising intonation so that you can hear the difference. And I want you to think about how you might feel if I were your teacher and I was saying this to you with this intonation. If you don't do any work in my class, you're going to fail. If you don't do any work in my class, you're going to fail. If you don't do any work in my class, you're going to fail. Do you think my teenage student would believe me if I used that intonation? No, they would not believe me. So that's why it's important when you're making a bold statement or a strong statement that you have to use a falling intonation at the end of your statement. So to practice this, we're going to look at some quotes from Anthony Bourdain, because Anthony Bourdain made a lot of bold statements. The first statement we're going to look at from Anthony Bourdain is, "Being a vegan is a first world phenomenon, completely self-indulgent." Being a vegan is a first world phenomenon, completely self-indulgent. Being a vegan is a first world phenomenon, completely self-indulgent. Great. And one final bold statement from Anthony Bourdain was, "Barbecue is not the road to world peace, but it is a start." Barbecue may not be the road to world peace, but it is a start. Barbecue may not be the road to world peace, but it is a start. Say that phrase with me once with a falling intonation. Barbecue may not be the road to world peace, but it is a start. Great job. So now you know how to use falling intonation to make a bold statement in English. And now that you know how to do that, I have a question for you. Do you agree with Anthony Bourdain about barbecue? Do you think barbecue is the road to world peace? Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Can't wait to hear from you. Great job. Now you're already on your way to speaking English better than a native. But you know what's even more important than using these American expressions? Using correct pronunciation. So visit us at the link in the description to check out our fluency program and subscribe to our channel to start speaking better than a native today.